afternoon, everyone. My name is John Locke, and I am a lecturer at my philosophy. When I was 54, about 1,000,000 years ago, I began publishing my ideas in essays, beginning with my essay concerning human understanding. That was only the beginning of my writing endeavors. Since then, I have published much more. One of my favorite pieces to talk about is my work, 2 Treatises of Government. I wrote something in that piece that I really love to discuss with different audiences. In what is called the social contract, I wrote that all men are born with equal rights. Those rights are to liberty, property, and life. Any person who is born has the choice, not the obligation, to grant control over these rights to the government to ensure their stability. This idea goes against the common belief that all people naturally subject to a monarch. A man called Sir Robert Filmer argues that mankind's natural freedom cannot be supposed without the denial of the creation of Adam. Well, in fact, to suppose the natural freedom of mankind is in no way denying Adam's creation. Sir Robert's argument states that when Adam was created, God appointed him monarch of the world. Besides there being no biblical evidence to support this claim, the idea is completely illogical. If Adam was the monarch of the entire world, who were his subjects? He was the only human alive. Think about the irrationality in the creator of the universe telling his greatest creation that he is the ruler of all, only to be the ruler of nothing. The Bible and religion in general, with their unclarity, have caused much harm. These religious wars and bouts are what often get on my nerves. My idea of the social contract still applies in a religious world, except with different ideals. For example, people support the church in return for sovereignty. This is an ideal that these people choose to protect, and there should be no one to keep them from doing this. Also, these people should not force their beliefs on others. Man is born with the choice to submit to a certain religion or not, in return for an asset that they value. I, personally, am a Christian, but do not wage wars trying to convince others to believe the same as I do. I pray now, in advance, for the lives of the many who will lose theirs in fighting caused by religious contradictions. Pardon this abrupt segue, but I was only granted 4 minutes, and nothing more. Anyways, something else I would like to speak about, and would like you, audience members, to ponder on, is the idea of motivation, of which pleasure and pain are the only factors. Morally, good and evil reduce to nothing more than pleasure or pain, or that which occasions or procures these feelings. Something we find good is so because there is some pleasure that we find in it, and the same goes for evil and pain. But here we find a separation in these words. Smelling flowers is something that we all find pleasure in, and many of us feel the same way with helping someone to solve a problem. These are 2 different kinds of good, natural and moral. The reason for this difference is in the context. There is a physical, therefore natural pleasure or good in smelling a flower, and the moral good in solving a problem for another person is a pleasure arising from one's conformity to moral dictates. Conversely, moral evil is pain arising from the failure to conform. What we can learn from this is that while everyone has different morals, they are really all just natural. I would like to thank you all once again, as that is all I have for today. Thank you. Thank you.